I feel that at some point, every single stuff that I used to touch, I converted into shit. Like if I was trying to make a business, not working. If I was trying to help on someone, not working. Every single thing that I used to touch converted into nothing. And now every single thing that I make, every single business, I have a random idea on the restroom and I make it works. Everything I convert everything now into a gold. But the thing is that I have to pass through all these situations where everything was bad.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of The Report. Today, I got an inspiring story for you guys. I got someone who is only 26 years old, has started 8 businesses, which all failed before he started this one, and he's turned $350 into a $60 million a year business. I got my man Alejandro, also known as Barbas, in the building. What's up, Alejandro? How are we?
Man, I appreciate so much the opportunity of having me on your space. Honestly, this is the first, really like the first time that I ever make like a podcast on like speaking in English because
US based.
yeah, it's crazy. I'm really happy to be here and thank you so much for the opportunity.
It's an honor to have you on, dude. I'm very excited for this story. It's a very inspiring story. A big shout out to my man Oscar, who's been shooting this podcast, and Oscar is actually mic'd up for the first time on this episode. But he's been shooting with me since day one of this podcast, and this is Oscar's boy. Brought him on, so thank you for the connection, my man. Real quick, before we get rolling, we're talking about nice cars. The founder of Fast Lane Drive, my man Clem Connor, who's been on this podcast twice. I was hanging out with him yesterday out of Mission Bay on his boat, and ironically, you ran into him yesterday in your Lamborghini Revolta.
Yeah, and he asked me like, "Oh, are those your cars?" And I was like, "Yeah." And you know what's crazy? Even like crazier is that 1 year ago, I hit him up on the Fast Lane chat on Instagram, trying to join the club. And he like they say yes because the first like cool car that I bought it was the Urus, and I tell them like, oh, I have a Urus and whatever, and they say yes, but that time it
Life
was
got busy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Life got busy. So, but it was pretty funny that yesterday.
Yeah, dude, you should join because I always say this game is about being in the right room. So who you surround yourself with. But a lot of high-level entrepreneurs and business owners in this community. I had Clem on the podcast 2 years ago, and I joined right after the episode. But they do a lot of really cool rallies with a lot of nice cars, and then they always have a nice party. But you should join September. The next one's later in September. I believe it's on the 18th. I'll be there. It's Clem's birthday, but they rented a rule number 1, 130-foot yacht. So they're gonna do a rally here in San Diego, and then a yacht party on this 130-foot yacht. It's gonna be sick. But you should get get in it and be a part of it. Speaking of cars, bro. How many cars do you have?
Right now, I have, I think it's like 10 cars, right? Like I have 10.
Can you name those 10 cars?
Yeah, I have. So right now, I'm gonna start from the
10 cars, bro.
Yeah, from the oldest one that I have.
Okay.
I have a Ferrari F8 Tributo, and then I have a Lamborghini Urus. That well, actually, I bought the first one that I bought. It was white, and this one is a Performante, a yellow Performante. I got the newest one, that the 2020.
Those are the nicest ones.
Or yeah, 2024, I think.
Okay.
Because the 2025 is the SV or SE, something like that. The electric, the hybrid one. But no, I have the Performante 2024. I have the Urus. I have the Puro Sangre, the Ferrari, the SUV. I have so there is 3. The Porsche GT3 RS. The Lamborghini Revuelto.
By the way, that's like Batman car. It looks so sick on the road,
Batmobile.
man.
Yeah.
Mine's is all black. Which color is yours?
It's like a midnight blue. I never seen a color like that one. Yeah, it's just pretty nice. It's like a matte midnight blue. And then I have the SF90, the Ferrari SF90. Oh, the Challenger Demon. I still have the Mustang the Shelby Super Snake. Oh, a Raptor R. That one is my dad's truck. I gifted him to him.
It to your dad? That's dope. You got the SF90. What other Ferraris do you have? You got the SUV in there.
Yeah, the SUV. Oh well, I just bought 2 cars more.
Okay, which ones?
I just bought the McLaren Senna.
Which one is that? I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, those ones, there's only 500 units
Really?
in the world.
Damn.
Yeah.
And so this is because you got the 750S, and then you got the 650 LT.
Yeah. The Senna is like
I'm sorry, 750 LT.
I think they use the platform from the 720.
Okay.
But like the spec is like pretty like similar.
Got it.
But when you look at the back and you see like way different car.
What does that one cost?
1.3 million.
Dude.
Because the one that I got is there is only 3 matte black from the manufacturer. The color is like from the manufacturer.
Is that the most you spent on a car?
No.
What's the most you spent on a car?
The other one that I just bought is a Lamborghini SVJ, the 63 years edition. Yeah,
and how much did that cost?
1.5.
Damn.
With taxes and everything.
And they only made so many of those?
Oh, I don't know. But there is only 63.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's pretty. Oh, the color is nice. It's a gray, matte gray with orange.
Which one's your favorite one to drive right now?
I feel like the Urus is like the
one
that
most
I
comfortable.
drive. Yeah, the most comfortable.
Yeah, for like daily driving. I get that. Now, what about which one's the most fun like supercar to drive if you want to go fast?
I want to be honest. I didn't even try the Senna and the Lamborghini.
You haven't even drove it?
No, I just bought them. Like, yeah, I saw them. In
Are you
pictures.
serious?
Yeah, I saw them in pictures, and I'm like, yeah, I want them.
Damn.
Yeah, but
and so someone just delivered it to your house and just sits there?
Yeah, they just basically they just got them yesterday. They got them and they're gonna just send them to the dealer just to make sure that everything is fine, and they're gonna deliver it to my house on this Saturday.
Okay,
so.
But once they deliver it, you'll drive it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good, man. That's how you know you've made it to a certain level where you can just order a new car, high-end car, an exotic car. You don't even need to test drive it or sit in it. You're like, fuck it, let's get it, let's run it. Yeah, I get it though, dude. I get it, man. That's exciting stuff, dude. And I love the car game. One more question for you. I'm curious. Which car, when you drive, gets the most attention from people on the street with their cell phones and turns the most heads?
Yeah, I feel the Revuelto.
Okay.
It's like very like, like people they see it and then instantly they take their cell phones and start recording. Yeah. Or the SF92. Yeah. Or the GT3 RS. But the thing that I feel is Revuelto is the most one.
Yeah. I feel like the younger generation is more into like the Lamborghini thing, and the Revuelto looks so unique. Like I said, it looks like a Batmobile. And then the older generation, where you say more like the Ferrari, it's like older money,
100%.
Right?
Yeah, 100%. When I go, I don't know, somewhere in the Ferrari, older people is like, nice car, like.
Yeah, crazy.
And I'm like, sir.
So brother, you started 8 businesses prior to this, and you mentioned that all 8 businesses failed prior to this. Dude, talk about that, bro. How do you start 8 businesses and then keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going? Talk about those businesses.
I think something that is key for my story is that I always been a seller. I always like wanted to make something where my sales strategies were the most important stuff. So every single business, obviously, like I always wanted to be like, ¿cómo se dice? Yeah, entrepreneur. Like always. That was since the day one. I didn't make it to the high school, so I just have like the.
You didn't graduate high school?
No, I graduated high school, but I that's only what I made basically.
Did you not like school?
Not really.
Because I didn't like school either.
Yeah, no, not really.
Most it's funny how that works, but most of my podcast guests, business owners, real estate investors doing big numbers, most of them they didn't like school either. I mean, you look at Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Cuban, Mark Zuckerberg. A lot of these guys dropped out of school. You know what I mean?
I feel school is like, I mean, you want to be like a doctor, lawyer, things where you need basically someone to teach you like the history of everything and like going for levels of knowledge, or I mean, like that's cool. But when it's about entrepreneurship, it's always like for in my experience is like failing, going up, going down again, going up more up, like like another level, and then going more down, like I mean, like that's the journey I feel.
And you could argue the school system and education in college, they teach you how to memorize things and they teach you how to not make any mistakes, right? Because if you fail on a test, it's like a bad thing. You're making a mistake, it's a bad thing. And so I think people are conditioned to not take any risks. They're conditioned never to making a mistake. They're scared to take mistakes and make mistakes in the real world. But entrepreneurship is the opposite. Entrepreneurship is like we're failing every single day. We're making mistakes, but then we learn from them and we get better. But because we're trying so many different things and we're learning so quickly from all of these mistakes, eventually we figure out the right recipe, and eventually we'll figure it out if you keep going. And you got a little bit of wherewithal. But speaking of keeping going, 8 businesses. What were the 8 businesses?
So I used to have a restaurant.
Okay.
Restaurant's
tough.
No,
That's
man.
a tough business to get into, bro.
Because
There's a reason why the banks will lend on any type of business. They love real estate. They love lending on other types of businesses. But with the restaurant industry, a lot of banks won't even lend on the restaurant industry because it's too risky for them. The success rate's so
Trust
low.
me. So my dad and my mom, they used to have they even were like restaurants. They were like a little como puestos, like little stands of roaster. Yeah. They used
Okay.
to.
That's pretty
They
dope.
used to do that. So I learned that, and then when I was older, I'm saying like I was like 16. I tried to make like a restaurant of like chicken and carne asada. Yeah, carne asada. And I made like a mixology bar on it. Like I tried. But at some point, I was selling every single day just 300 pesos. That means like $15. Yeah, like 15
That's
bucks.
how much you were selling?
Every day.
And how much would it cost you to do all that every day?
Like
Way more than that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like no, it wasn't make sense.
Yeah.
And I was having to throw away the food, and I was like, no, this is not working. So that was one. My very first one, my very first try, I made a sauce, like marinade sauce. I was I was like 16 when I started. I started at high school. That's something that I'm gonna be always grateful with my teachers, because they saw that I was doing different stuff, and they allow me to do it instead of the classes. So I used to have my marketing teacher, and always on the class, she allowed me to work on my stuff. So the very first one, the very first try that I made, it was the sauce. I made the sauce in Mexico, and I get the FDA, everything, all the permits, everything. So I got the sauce from Mexico, and I sell them here in like around 300 different Mexican or Hispanic markets. So that's
That's impressive that you got into 300 markets, man.
Yeah.
And so, and then what was the next one after that?
Oh, I had a clothing brand, like a sportswear.
Okay, so this isn't the first time getting into the clothing.
Yeah,
apparel.
because so when I came here, I knew I wasn't in this shape. I was in a good shape, but when I arrived here to the US, I knew about Gymshark.
Okay.
And then I tried to not replicate, because this is not that, but I tried to make like kind of the concept in Mexico. But in Mexico at that time, nobody likes to fit. Nobody
Fitness
likes
wasn't trendy
fitness.
yet.
No.
Yeah.
So right now is
Very
oh my
trendy.
God, Gymshark is top brands in Mexico. But at that time, I'm talking about like almost 10 years ago, right? Like 8 or 7 years ago. And then I tried that, and it fails. No, didn't work. And then so we have then I made I I had a tow truck.
Tow truck company?
Yeah,
Damn.
tow truck.
Okay.
They are very different. I don't know why, but they are very different between each other. The businesses that I made, a tow truck company. I had 2 tow trucks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here in the States?
Yeah,
San Diego?
No, in San Jose.
San Jose. Okay.
Yeah, in the North California.
And that's a pretty good industry to get into.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of money.
So you bought a couple tow trucks.
Yeah.
And how come that business failed?
Basically, that wasn't my business, because I always wanted to. I always was since the beginning. I always wanted to do like social media, like to. And in that business, I used to drive the tow truck.
Oh, you would drive it too.
Yeah, which
Yeah, it's
it wasn't
tough
okay
because
because like
you're dealing with people that are pissed off, right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
people
yeah,
people
yeah.
want to get after
Oh
you.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad.
I mean,
But
people
I
people
made
people will pull out guns.
yeah, no, no,
What was the
no. It was
craziest thing you
bad.
saw
It
in the
was
tow
bad.
truck business?
So one day they asked me how much for a trip, right? And I was like, oh, it's gonna be $300. And then he said that it was okay. When we arrived, I left the car on his house, and then he told me how much, and I was like, $300, the same. No worries, it's the same. And he's like, what? $300? You crazy? You trying to rob me? You want to assault me? And then he didn't pay, and I was like, okay, no worries, I'm just gonna pay for you. It's fine. But yeah, that was and he was like, punch me in my face. That's the only thing that you need to do apart from assault me. And then no, he I don't know, he got crazy. I don't know why,
Damn.
or
Were
maybe
were
because the
you
price.
were you repossessing cars when people didn't make their car payments too?
No,
No.
no.
But towing people like business owners call me like, hey, this guy's illegally
Yeah,
parked, stuff like that, and
yeah,
you
yeah,
would
yeah, yeah,
tow.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. And no, I never had someone like running, following me. No.
What was it making money though?
Yeah.
Was it profitable?
So look, I got the tow truck because when I made the sauce business, the marinade, I got into so many deudas. Yeah, I got in debt for like 50, 60K. So I made the tow truck because I started working for somebody. And then I saw that he used to have a tow truck like just parked there, right? And I told him like, look, I'm gonna try for you for like maybe 2 weeks, and you see that I'm gonna learn fast because I really learn fast. Like English, I have 2 years that I started speaking
You've only
English.
speaking it for 2 years?
Yeah.
You sound good, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I like, I like to, when I have to learn, I do it. So I learned about the tow truck business, and then I told him like, hey, just give me the truck and just allow me to use your permit, and I'll make money for you, and I'll make money for me. And he gave me the opportunity. So I really I earn like 40, 50. So I pay my
And you
debt.
paid the debt
Yeah.
back. Okay.
And then I went back to Mexico with
Gotcha.
no debt.
I got it. So you got back to zero. Okay, and so I believe that's the fifth one,
Yeah.
right?
And then
You had the restaurant, you had the salsa company,
yeah,
you had the tow truck
yeah.
business. There
The
was one more.
clothing brand.
Oh, the clothing brand. So
Yeah.
that's four. What was the next one?
I used to sell food on the streets. Yeah, that's when I arrived here to the US for the third time, because I
Like
came
from like a stand on the side of the street, like a
no,
taco.
on the streets, literally. Like I went to the Crickets, the Metro PCS, the mechanics dealers. That's what that's what I always tell my people, because there is a lot of people that say no, but there is no opportunities, there is no jobs there. Bro, I wasn't able to work because I didn't used to have papers, so I wasn't like, all the fake green cards or whatever. I never get nothing of it, right? So I used to like thinking like, how am I gonna make money? I need to eat, right? So I started selling food on the streets.
Cash
And
only.
yeah, cash only.
Damn.
So
You're hustling, bro. There's always a way to make it happen. But also, I think like the people that say, hey, like it's tough. There's no opportunity out there today. It's like there's actually a lot of opportunity out there. It's just shifting your mindset. Like I believe there's a lot of money out there in this world. You just got to go figure out how to get it. And I think there's enough money to go around where everyone can win. And that's why I think being in the right rooms is big. Getting around people that are making money is big, because they make you realize, they open your eyes to realize like, hey, like there is a lot of opportunity out there. It's just you got to shift your perspective.
and also put the ego apart, because like right now I'm proud of saying that I used to be on the streets trying to get something to eat, right? That I used to be, homeless. I'm proud to say all those stuff, but the thing is that at that moment, brother, you feel like nothing. You feel like you are under the floor, like you are not in the floor, you are under the floor. So it's not that easy, I know, but it is possible to do all this stuff, and hustling and keep pushing, and one day get the results. So
Yeah.
I
So that was 5 businesses. What did you do next after that?
I used to be a reseller of auto parts. I used to be like a reseller. That's what I made for 4 to 6 months. Yeah, like reselling different articles.
And then what was the last one you did leading up to this right before this company? I want to know what was the last one you did before this company that you have now?
Oh yeah, the food,
That was the
the
food one?
selling food on the streets.
Got it. Damn.
Yeah, selling food on the streets.
And is that the time when you were homeless, living in a car?
Yeah,
Talk about that. So you were homeless
yeah,
and living in the parking lot of a Dollar Tree.
yeah. So basically, when you come here, I feel like U.S. there is just only two ways of living. For me. I'm not saying that it is what it is, right? For me, it's or you are rich as fuck, or you are homeless. So in my case, when I arrived here, uh, it's very kind of funny because in Mexico, every single parent or no, every single like guy in your family gives you like food or Ben, mijo, come, mijo. You don't have where to live. Come, mijo. I'm gonna open a room for you or whatever. But here, is different. And I mean, like, I have like family here too, right? But the interest of each is very different. Like, like they have to work a shift of 9 to 10 to 12 hours per day. So they cannot be worried about someone else or another mouth to feed, right? So when I arrived here, I was like with no one.
No help.
So no. So I bought a car, a $1,500 car, a Nissan Sentra. Yeah. So
I used
with
to sell Nissan.
Yeah.
When I was
Really?
younger, I used to work at a Nissan dealership here, and I used
Yeah,
to sell.
so
But you
the
said
best.
it was the Sentra or the Versa?
The Sentra.
The Sentra,
Yeah.
okay.
Nissan is the best.
The
For
Nissan,
sure.
Nissan
Yeah.
will run for decades
No,
and decades,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I
That
don't
was-
even think you need to do an oil change.
No,
Those things will
yeah,
run.
no. I never
Yeah.
made an oil change for that car. Yeah. So I bought that car, and then I was with my brother, and I used to go to shower to the gyms. I got a membership. So I was doing that. I was doing it like that for like 3 4 months. I mean, it wasn't that long, right? But when you are in that situation, it's every single day feels like it's an eternity, right?
Time goes slow.
Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of like tough, like hard to be in that situation.
How did you spend your time? If time goes slow, living in the car, you're showering at the gym. How did you spend all your time?
So basically, when I arrived here, I got a lady. She helped me. Now is part of my family, and she is a lady and he's a husband. And we used to go there to make food. So we prepared the food since like early in the morning, and we went there. We prepared the food, everything on a hielera, on a cooler. We put the mashed potato with meat and everything in the cooler, and we made everything, and we just went out to sell. We didn't came we like we need to sell everything before we came back, right? So maybe we spent almost all day long.
Damn.
But the first day that I made that, I earned like $1,000.
That's
So
pretty
I was,
good.
and I didn't stop living on the car. Basically, I was like, I'm not gonna stop it until I get 10, 20K. I don't mind it. It's okay. So I used to make that, and eventually it happens. I get money and I get like a place to stay with my brother, and that's when I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do it this for my whole life, right? I need to figure out what else I can do that really get me into next level or another position, right?
Sure. Yeah, that was not the vehicle that was going to get you your dream life.
No, definitely not.
And so I just want to like give perspective for the listeners of like just a quick snapshot of today. I mean, you can do $60 million top line. You did you had multiple drops that are doing big numbers. We're talking 7 million, 10 million, making 1.3 million in 3 minutes. I'm gonna get into all this stuff, um but before that, I'm curious, you're living in the car at this time, 3 months, 4 months time, and then you're like, okay, I need to come up with a different idea that's gonna be the big one. How did you come up with this idea with the hat game?
So it was kind of funny, right? Because in Mexico, before I left Mexico and I like give up with, I never give up with the clothing brand. I still have the brand and I still pay for the name and everything. But when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put this on a standby to go to US. Um, I was thinking on a hat brand because I was like, it's an accessory. There is no sizes because it's a snapback. You know, there is no sizes. Like it's easier to sell
Oh, because
because
it's one
like
size fits all. So
yeah.
you could buy a
So
bunch of them and everyone
uh-huh,
can wear them.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I
Is it
create
snapback or is a
a snapback.
okay?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
snapback. I create the logo.
Mm,
That's the first
that's a
thing
dope
that I
logo.
yeah that's the first thing that I made before I came here to US. So that was already in my mind, right?
Is that a known thing with the hat game that out of all the accessories in fashion, the hat game is the easiest to scale because it's one size fit all?
Yeah, yeah. It's an accessory, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, um, the clothing brand, medium, large, extra large, double extra large, triple extra large, right? So it's a lot of oh, I need to invest on a drop, but I'm gonna invest this amount, but you're not gonna get like all of them sell because it's hard to sell all the sizes, right? Or you're gonna sell first the medium or the large, or in a hat game, the hat game is just like one size. You
Fits
just
all.
yeah,
I've never thought of it that way, man, and it makes sense. I mean, even the shoes, you got so many different sizes, shirts, hoodies, buttons up, button ups, even like selling belts. There's different size belts, right? So I never thought about it that way, but it makes a lot of sense.
yeah. And also if you go to a street, every I don't know 5 to 10 different men's, you see almost 80% of them using hats.
Yeah, I
Like
wear a hat every day.
you wearing a
Yeah,
hat, right? So
yeah,
for my business is like every single man that wears a hat is
yeah.
a possible client for me.
You know why I wear a hat? It's because I don't have to think about doing my hair.
Yeah,
I don't have to like wake up and do my hair. I mean, that takes time.
yeah,
I don't have to think about it. I just throw a hat on and I'm good.
exactly.
And when you like do your hair, like put product in there, it's like it's not just that, but then like at the end of the day at night when you go to bed, like you got to shower that shit out of your hair. That takes time. So that's why I just throw a hat on. It's easy. It's quick. I save all that time every single day,
Yeah,
every single night.
and also we put like a lot of effort on the designs, so they looks good, right? So now you have something that is gonna make easier. You're like you just wake up, you get the hat, right? But you can combine it with your outfit
Bro,
and
I
everything. So
wear I wear hats so much that like people think I'm bald. But I'm like, "Nah, I got a full head of hair.
yeah,
I like the hat game because it's
yeah,
easy."
yeah.
But do people do ask me that sometimes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's the same for me, but yeah. So, well, coming back to the question that you asked, so basically, I used to have already on my mind the logo and the idea, right? So when I remember I was with my brother, and then I told him like, man, what are we going to do? Is this is not gonna last forever because we discovered that we were selling food to the same people, and then sometimes they were like, no, I don't want, it's the same, right? Like I don't want to eat the same anymore. So I told him like it's not gonna last forever, and we used to like change the food, and I don't know, like we used to make corn pie or different stuff. So anyways, I told him like, you know what, I always use hats. Like what if we made like a design with this, or I don't know, like, and we just go to the swap meets and we sell them in there, like, because we went to the swap meets in a different times because we used to like to go and see if there is something, because I'm a seller, if there was something that I could like resell for more on, I don't know, eBay or whatever. I was starting to know about how the internet works.
Yeah.
Because honestly, in Mexico, at that time, in Mexico we are not that
Tech savvy.
no, honestly.
Yeah.
So I started like knowing, like learning about drop shipping and a lot of things, right? So I was trying to get into that market. But before I get into that, I basically start doing the samples for hats. I didn't start like with the hats that I have right now. I started with hats where you just go blanks. You just go to a shop where they sell blanks, and you take those hats and take it to an embroidery shop. And I started like that. Starting
And
like
then you just go to the swap meet to sell it?
yeah.
How much back then, how much would the hat cost you all in? Buying it, the embroidery, and then how much would you sell it for?
You know that it was expensive because
Yeah.
it's almost the same price that I pay right now. But at that time, the hat was like pretty simple, like no details, no metallic pins, no nothing basically. But I used to pay like 18 or 19
All
US
in.
dollars.
And how much would you sell it for at the swap meet?
I used to sell them for 35.
35. Okay. So you
Yeah.
make about just under 50% off of it.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And so, how'd it go at the swap meet? Was it successful at first?
That's where everything started.
Really?
Because the first day that I went to the swap meet, I sold like 300.
300 hats in one day?
No, $300.
$300. Okay.
Yeah. So it was not that good, right? I was like, I don't know. I was making more with the food, but the good thing is that I took food to the stand. So I sold food to the guys in the swap meet. I never think about it until I was in the swap meet, and I was like, that's the same day I bring food and I bring the hats. So I went to sell the food, and then I came back to the stand, and the rest of the day selling the hats.
And how old are you at this time, for context? How old are you?
Right now I'm 26, but at that time I was like, it's like almost 2 years ago. So I was like 24.
Damn.
Yeah, 24.
How much they charge you at a swap meet to get it? Because you got to pay for a booth,
Yeah,
right?
30.
$30 a day?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a 15 dollars stands, but the one that I used to get is a little bit more
Bigger.
space.
And do they charge you more if you want to be in a good location
Yeah.
versus
Yeah,
in the very back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They had
How much is
different-
the best location and the best stand cost?
I think they had like a stance of $100.
$100. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's not that bad. I mean, you know, there is people that go and pays, and they have all the things that they don't want anymore.
Yeah.
You know, there is sections for that too. So
Which swap meet were you at?
the Spring Valley.
Spring Valley. Okay,
yeah.
got it.
But I went to different ones. I even went to the Santa Fe on near to LA. I used to went like to a lot of places. So yeah, so I remember that that weekend I made like 300, 400 per day, like around like 700, 800 in the both days. But the next week I made almost 200 each, like each day.
Okay.
No, 2,000.
2,000
Yeah,
each
each day.
And what was the biggest difference?
I don't know. I think that people that went that day, people run like the boys like shirt, you know, or something. I don't know what happened.
You didn't have a better location at the
No,
swap
no.
meet?
It was the same. It was the same.
It's just more people bought.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know. It was a day I maybe people,
And it's the same exact hats. You bought the same
yeah,
ones.
no. I don't know. But something happened. So I was like, damn. I saw, and also with the food. So I made like, I don't know. I made like 9,000
in a weekend.
Yeah,
Damn.
I mean, like it was crazy. But that day, it was like there was like, I don't know, like an event or something. But there was a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm good to sell. So
And sometimes when I always say, like, when there's a lot of demand for something, more people want it. So like, I mean, people probably walk by and they see a lot of people are buying hats. They're all congregated at your booth, and more people are like, "Hey, I got to see what's going on over there. What's the hype about?"
At some point, I remember that it was like a lot of people, like a lot of people on the booth. And also, I remember that day I learned in one day I learned how to screen printing, and I print the logo on boxes, on white boxes, and I print the logo on boxes. I made some stickers, and the people likes that. Like I was telling them like, hey, look, this is my brand. The logo is based on me, like this, like that, blah, blah, blah. And I remember that I made a lot of good money on that.
Damn, that's dope, dude. So, so you started off the booth, then you do this second weekend doing, had a $9,000 weekend. What was your thought process moving forward at that point?
That was the thing that was the biggest weekend that
You
I
ever
ever
had.
Yeah. Then the next few weekends that I start moving to different swap meets and everything, I keep selling hats. Like I was selling good amount of hats and money. But the thing is that at some point I realized that I was not going to scale, because I was just getting just a limited amount of people. Like I was like Spring Valley. Okay, let's say Spring Valley. How far is the most like the farthest place that people can comes from? Like it's not that far. Like people is not gonna drive 1 hour, 2 hours just to go and buy a hat from me, right? It's like it doesn't make sense until you are the big brand or whatever. But yeah, so I told my brother, you know what? We need to make a TikTok and we need to make an Instagram profile and we need to start making like content. At that time, I remember that I was like, I don't want to do content right now. I don't feel okay. It's not a good time for me to start. But and then I realized that it's never a good time. Just to start. Like just do it. And then I started doing content, and we start growing. We start growing. We started making like fun content about the hats and everything, just with the iPhone. Yeah. So I started getting followers. I remember that on the first 2 months, I got like 30, 40K on TikTok.
Damn.
Yeah.
And so people would buy directly from TikTok and you would
No,
link your shop, or they would go to your website? How did
yeah,
that
they
work?
got. So I made a Shopify website.
Okay.
I learned how to make
The
Shopify
website.
websites.
Yeah.
I learned everything. I never get someone. Well, right now I have a team. Of course, I have a team around like 50 people, different people in Mexico, here in US. I have people in China. I have people everywhere, right?
Hey guys, if you're looking to get into real estate investing, but you're like, hey, I don't have the time, but you want to participate in the passive income, the tax benefits, and the wealth building, my company, Summers Capital, partners with limited partners, people like yourself, and we go out and buy boutique hotels. We have a fund where we currently own 5 hotels, and we currently have a wait list for investors to participate with us. If you want to learn more to see if this is a fit for you, you can go to summerscapital.com/invest to inquire and get on our wait list and be notified next time we have an opportunity. Again, summerscapital.com/invest. Now back to the show.
What's your your core leadership team look like today? The most important team members today. Like I understand you got a team of like 50 people, but the core leadership team, like right now, these people right here.
Yeah, of course.
That's my core, like 7 or 8 people.
Oh yeah, I have this.
But we got, all of our hotels have the on-site staff, the housekeepers, the front desk. We got the team of VAs. But my leadership team, like the core, like 8 of us, are all right here in the office. So like, what does your core look like? Your best people.
Yeah, I have basically all these people in this room.
Okay.
Oscar,
What's up, gentlemen? Let's go, baby.
Elias.
And what do they do for you?
So they are like directly my assistants. Like they work on everything that I have. They work on meetings. They work almost 24 hours. If you see, they are like destroyed right now, but they hustle every single day. So my brother, he's my partner, and he's the most important piece on this story. And we've been together since always. He wanted to come, but he went to another mandado errand to make some errands. But yeah, he basically I cannot do something without his knowing. Yeah.
What's I'm curious, like with partnerships, I would say the ideal partnership is you partner with someone that has a skill set that you're maybe not good at, right? And then you're good at a skill set maybe your partner's not as good at. And that's what makes a good combination. But I'm curious, like what skill set does your brother bring, and what skill set do you bring?
He controls me.
He controls you.
That's the best skill that
Really?
he can have.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? He's pretty good at ideas. So designs, he always put ideas on designs. Basically, he put the first idea, and then we start working on it. So basically, he made the designs. He controls because I'm like, just do it, you know, like I don't see what's gonna happen. I just do it. Like I don't think, like I'm very like impulsivo.
Impulsive?
Yeah. So he is the one that thinks for me, you know, like he's like, hey, look, you can do it, but this is the good part and this is the bad part. If you want, let's go. I'm gonna go with you. That's fine, even if it goes wrong. And yeah, that is my, you know, like like I don't know, like he's the most important part for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be here
So
if
does
it
he
wasn't.
comes up with all the designs?
Yeah,
He does.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And so when you come up with how many designs have you done total, ballpark?
Right now, 50 or 60.
50 total?
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you come up with a new design, what's the next step? Is it like, okay, we're gonna come up with a design, we're gonna market it, hype it up, and then we're gonna do a drop? Is that how it works? Like what's the strategy behind a new design?
Yeah, so we made the samples. We make the samples. We make like all the strategy of marketing around the product, and then first we kind of see if people are gonna like it.
Or you test it first?
Yeah.
Really? With the samples?
Yeah. With the samples.
How do you test it?
TikTok videos.
Really? Oh, you just see if people are like
people don't
engaging?
know, but people don't know, but I make that first before I order the hats. So I see the reactions.
And it's a video?
Yeah, videos.
How long is the video?
10 seconds.
10 seconds? It just you throw some
Quick video. It's basically just my hand showing the hat.
And you just put some banger music on it?
Yeah.
Got it.
And that's it.
And then does it have a call to action? Like, do you say, hey, like comment if you like this hat, or what do you say?
No, I like it organic, because that's the only way that I see. Because for example, let's say that I make a video and it hits like 100,000 likes, 1 million views. And then I put another video and it gets a little bit less, or the comments are saying different stuff, or I don't like it, blah, blah, blah.
So what do you put in the caption? Like, what do you say in the caption?
I'm always like,
because you want it to be organic and neutral. Do you put hat in the caption so that way the algorithm knows, hey, let's push it to people that like hats?
And I use the hashtag, the hats, you know, or gorras in Spanish.
Okay.
Too. So that's the only 2 hashtags that never missed: hats, gorras.
And then what else do you put in the caption? Anything else? Do you say anything?
On the caption, I always put something related to the hats. Something related, like, for example, look at this hat, or this hat is fire, or I don't know, like, you know, something related to the hat. So that way I make sure that the caption helped me to arrive to.
Bro, it's funny you say TikTok, because I always say, because what we sell is higher ticket, higher dollar amount. So like we have investors, right? Our minimum investment's $150K. And so my investors are not on TikTok. So like, I don't care if I grow on TikTok, but it's a great testing platform because the algorithm shows it to so many non-followers. And if the non-followers engage, then it's going to do really good on Instagram. And so we'll test the podcast over and over and over at scale on TikTok. And a bad podcast clip will only get like 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 3,000 views. But a really good one could get 1 million, right? But if it's good for us, like maybe 30, 40, 50K on TikTok, and then we put on Instagram, and then it will perform. And so we test on TikTok, great testing platform, but I find it ironic that you guys test your hat product on TikTok. That's so smart. I would have never thought about that. And so a bad hat design, let's say you test the hat and you're like, hey, no one likes it. How many views will it get on TikTok?
Right now, my views are pretty good. So let's say that a bad hat or a bad design or something, it's going to get around 80, 60,
okay,
80,000.
80,000 views.
Yeah.
And then if it's like a banger hat idea and you're like, all right, this is the one, we gotta do a big drop. How many views will that video get? Millions?
I have
everyone sharing it, saving it?
Yeah, I have TikToks of 10, 15, 5 million
Damn.
views.
And that's how you know that's the right one.
Yeah. Right now I'm at almost 800K on TikTok for my
just for the hats.
Just for the hats
Yeah.
brand.
But even that said, like even to get the 800K, when you put out a video, it's still showing it to like 90-something% non-followers.
Yeah.
So it's a good testing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
great
good.
testing. I would have never thought about that.
Yeah.
And that a lot of the TikTok users, younger people, but those are probably the people buying your hats, right? 20s, 30s,
You know what?
even teenagers.
It's a pretty yeah. It's a very like I have people that because it's funny, but I'm like a kind of an influencer right now. So people see me on the streets and they take pictures with me, and that's where I'm like confused because there is little kids like 10 years old boys, and they came to me and hey, can I have a picture with Barbas? And I'm like, yeah, and then we take a picture,
Yeah, I love
and
that.
I'm like, how does these kids know about me, right?
It's
And
TikTok,
then
right?
yeah, TikTok, and then comes like older guys like randomly in the streets, 60 years old man. And then he comes and Barbas, can I take a picture
Yeah.
with you?
Okay, so it's pretty diverse
I'm
group.
like, yeah, I'm like, what? You know, like I don't really know like the range of but that is pretty big range of
Yeah.
age.
What platform are you guys selling the most from? Is it your online website?
Yeah.
It is?
We have a Shopify website.
What's the URL? What's www. What?
Yeah, it's www that El Barbas Hats.
Oh, Barbas
.com.
Hats. I
Yeah,
love that.
Barbas Hats.
Barbashats.com. Go check it out if you listen to this pod. I'm gonna have to pick one up for myself, man.
No, I'm gonna bring you some hats. I'm
Okay,
gonna tell Oscar
okay.
to bring you hats.
Yeah.
So
I wear hats every day, bro.
Thank you.
So I got a sponsorship deal with Built.
Oh, okay.
But Built's more like a lower price point clothing, very basic price point, but all their stuff, like these hats are like $40 online, but all their stuff, like their shirts, this is like very affordable shirts. These t-shirts are probably $50. But I wear a lot of their stuff, but that's a low, they have to do a lot of volume and their margins are very small margins. And now they're opening like retail stores and like they have one in UTC Mall. They're opening retail stores and malls, but dude, their margins are like a lot thinner. So there's not a lot of room for error, and they got to do big volume and that sort of thing. But for you got big margins. I always say if you're gonna start a business, that's the way to go. The bigger margins, the better. And then when you have larger margins, you can make more mistakes and still be fine.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I'm curious about so you come up with the hat idea, your brother comes up with it, and then you test it on TikTok. How many videos do you do on TikTok for one hat to know, okay, that this is the one, or we're just gonna nix it?
So we just make like 3 to 5 videos.
Okay.
And we decide, and we start running
And
the
that's all
production.
you need. Based on how that performs, you either say yes or no.
Yeah.
And if it's a no, you just move on.
Yeah. Or we order just, let's say, 1,000 pieces, 5,000 pieces, 10,000, depending. And from the ones that we think that is gonna be the bigger one, the biggest sale, we order, I don't know, 50,000.
Okay.
You know, like different. But
So
we
you
have
don't do like because like Louis Vuitton and some of these like higher end companies, even like Dolce & Gabbana, right? Like even some of these like higher end clothing brands, they'll be like, hey, we're doing limited edition. We're only gonna do 100 of these.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah.
they sell them for some crazy amount of money, right? Because
Yeah.
scarcity.
We do
creates demand.
that. We do that.
So
too.
you do that too sometimes?
Yeah.
But how do you determine, okay, we're going to do 10,000 or you said 5,000 sometimes it's like 500. How do you determine how many you're going to make?
So the lowest amount of hats that we made, and we put numbers on them, is 1,000 pieces.
Oh, you'll say this is number one. This is
Yeah,
number two,
exactly,
number three.
exactly. They have the numbers inside the hat.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, so we started, the first time that we made that, I started with 100 pieces. 100 pieces numbered, 1 to 100. And we sold them for $160. Nobody bought it.
Nobody bought it.
No.
Did you test it on TikTok first?
Yeah, but they were like, who do you think you are? Amiri or what? Who do you think you are? Gucci or what? And they basically insult me a lot. So, but I was like, look, this first time maybe that didn't work, but it's gonna work. I know it's going to work. And then
How come that one didn't work? Looking back now.
yeah. So what happens? That's where marketing is the key for everything, right? What happens is that the same hat that I didn't sold, I sold only like 12 pieces from the 100 pieces. And that the same hat, Natanael Cano, the artist, the Mexican artist, wore the hat on a concert. Every single person were talking about the hat at that moment. So I end selling the rest of the hats The other 78 hats, I sold them.
You sold them.
But I didn't sold them for 160.
How much?
I sold them for $500
$500.
each. And right now, the same ones, the 100 numbered ones, they are selling them on the market, on the Hispanic market. They are selling them for 30,000 pesos.
Which
that
is how
means
much
like
in US dollars?
$1,500.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And they keep it like a jewelry, like a jewel, you know, like it's.
They don't wear it. They just
they don't wear it. It's a collection. It's a collection.
Yeah.
So right now we made collections of 1,000 hats, and for $500, and we sold those 1,000 hats. We sold them in like less than a minute.
Damn.
Like that.
Damn.
That's the first ones.
So like you mentioned having this artist wear your hat. Are you doing a lot of partnering with other artists and bigger name people?
I do collabs.
You do collabs.
Artists. Yeah, I the biggest one that I made is the most recently one with Natanael Cano. He's a Mexican artist.
Okay.
And we sold in less than 25 minutes. We sold over 4 million.
Whew.
Yeah.
$4 million in 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Online?
Yeah, online.
Damn. And that's just a drop collab?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's the artist name again?
Natanael Cano.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And he does what kind of music?
He's corrido, Mexican, regional,
Okay.
the regional industry.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
it's
huge,
Mexican
dude.
music.
How do you guys market that kind of drop? Like what's the how do you build up a lot of hype for a drop like that?
So right now, I always say that I don't sell hats. I sell
A lifestyle.
I sell lifestyle. I sell my story, right? I sell what it takes to do something big, right? And people doesn't wear just a simple hat. They were my feelings. They were, like the story, basically. So I joined this artist and we start making content together. Like if I was an artist too. So people likes that, like people is like, oh damn, that's cool. Because like Natanael Cano is the biggest artist in Mexico right now at this moment. And people to see a guy that used to be homeless, that used to be selling the hats on a swap meet, and now, hanging out with the biggest artists in Mexico and doing business together, and it's pretty dope, and also the design's pretty good, like it's something that people just like, wow, like it's crazy,
Dude,
like,
it's so dope, man. And like I think about this. I mean, even with my story, I was hanging on the boat this weekend. I'm thinking like, man, like, I would say like this lifestyle is like, this is new for me. And I never had all this stuff. It was not that long ago where I was working full time as an air traffic controller, as a government employee, living paycheck to paycheck. And then over the last 6 years, I've been able to build this. But like for you, bro, this happened even quicker and even at a much larger scale. I mean, you talk about going from living homeless not that long ago. What year were you living homeless in the car?
Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then now you built this business that's doing 60 million a year. You're getting all these views online. People are coming taking photos with you. You're collabing with all these biggest musicians and artists, and everyone knows who you are. You got 10 exotic cars, and like you're just now getting warmed up, and this is just the beginning. That's a hell of a freaking fucking turnaround, bro. Like what is that when you look back at that? What's your biggest takeaway or learning lesson that you could share with the folks?
I mean, like, it's crazy, brother. I don't even realize how big this turned on the past few months, like I don't even realize, like it's for me. And the thing is that I have even some photos that I can show you later, but I have a very poor story from Mexico. I used to live on a very bad situation in Mexico. So I used to live on a very bad situation in Mexico, and then I came here and I used to live on a very bad situation here too. So having all those and then being or living the life that I'm living right now, it feels like it's like a movie, So what I try to
it is
make,
a movie.
It
and
is.
you're the main character.
Yeah, and what I do to say like thanks to the universe, because I trust like a lot on God and the universe and everything that puts you on a situation, right? I give away like a lot of money. I just
You donate.
I just
Yeah.
find people on the streets or whatever. The other day I went to Mexico and I found a lady that it was with her children, and I gave her like 5K, just like that, like, because I feel like it's weird the way that God is helping like my family and me, right? So that's the way that I kind of put my feet on the floor, right? And say, you know what, like, I don't know why I'm here, but it's
Share a little bit of it,
let's
give
share
back.
it, right?
Yeah.
That's the way that I like kind of put myself into a good place, or like a pace peaceful place, like sharing what I have to.
What would you say to someone listening to this show right now that maybe feels stuck? They feel like they're behind because we go on social media and we start seeing all the successful, everyone's posting their wins, and someone that maybe feels behind right now, they feel stuck. They're not growing, and they need to make a move, but they're getting a little bit discouraged. What would you say to that person?
I'm gonna say something that is sharing how I used to feel and how I feel right now. At some point, I feel that at some point, every single stuff that I used to touch, I converted into shit. Like, if I was trying to make a business, not working. If I was trying to help on someone, not working. Every single thing that I used to touch converted into nothing. And now every single thing that I make, every single business, I have a random idea on the restroom and I make it, works. Everything. I convert everything now into a gold. But the thing is that I have to pass through all these situations where everything was bad, and I try again and didn't work, and I tried again and it didn't work. So I need to make it like that to convert everything into gold.
Yeah. So
So
all the failures where you got knocked down, you fell down, you had to get back up, and then you got knocked down again, you had to get back up, and then you get knocked down, got back up. You saying like that was all part of the journey. It was all part of the process. It had to happen
100%,
in order for you to get to where you are today.
100%, because you learn more. And also, there is something that not a lot of people talk about it, but when you get money, like the amount of money that I'm getting right now, I know people that could lose their mind for just 1% of the money that I have right now. So you have to pass through all these bad moments to appreciate and keep your mind where it has to be when you get there, right? Because it's not only right now. Right now, I have my life is like good, like I don't need to earn more money. But the thing is that I earn more money, and I'm gonna earn more money because right now more people is getting like the benefit with me too, right? So it's about that. Like, you pass through all these bad moments, but when you get to this, you have like how to deal with it, and also how to help others with what you have, with the knowledge that you have, with the money that you have, right? So 100% you need to pass through those moments. And if you are thinking to give up, if you are passing through a very, very bad moment right now, man, I'm gonna say it, don't give up, because maybe you are closer
Than you think.
Yeah.
And I would say like most people give up when life gets heavy, things get uncomfortable, things get overwhelming. They'll give up because we're conditioned from a young age, like to not like, being overwhelmed, uncomfortable. But what I've kind of learned is that life gets uncomfortable, life gets overwhelming, life gets heavy right before the level up. And usually if you just push through and push through and push through, eventually you're going to pop out the other side, reach a new level, and you're like, damn, a whole new door unlocks, a whole new opportunity unlocks, and it opens. And I also say like happiness stems from growth and progress.
Yeah, of course.
And nothing good in life comes easy.
Yeah, of course. No,
and even like not just making money or starting a business or all that. It's even relationships. Getting married. I've never been married, but shit, like I just went through a breakup not that long ago, and like eventually you meet that person, the love of your life, the woman of your dreams. or maybe the man of your dreams, depending on who's listening to this. But you might have to go through a lot of bad relationships to meet that one person, or like getting in shape, fitness. Like, yeah, it's not easy. Like getting in shape, going to the gym and like dieting and all that. It's not easy, And so, nothing good in life comes easy, but it's definitely well worth it when you get to the
Yeah,
end.
of course.
Yeah.
I feel like life is about to learn, right? And for example, I don't consider failures. I consider like lessons for me. All the things that happen that I that happens to me, I consider them like their lessons. So I feel like I will keep learning, to be honest. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next few years. I know that I'm gonna be hustling for sure, but things gonna happen, and I'm gonna take them and take the best of them and keep going, because even when you have money, something happens later or whatever. So let's say that lesson's gonna be there. The lesson's gonna be there for the rest of your life. So it's keep learning and keep pushing.
Yeah. Right now you got a lot of momentum, and I always say like it's almost like a hockey stick. So like a hockey stick is like kind of shaped like this. So it's like at first you like start it and you're like growing a little bit, but then you get knocked down, grow a little bit, but eventually you hit this point and then you start going straight up. And so like right now you're like at this point where you're starting to really go straight up. And so you just got to ride with it and roll with it. But I'm curious, like what's next for you as you kind of look out over these next 12, 18 months? What's the next level for you?
The next level will be, right now we are one of the most hype brands on Mexico and Latin America. So on the Hispanic market, we are doing like pretty good, to be honest. So right now, I'm going to move with the rest of the niches, like different niche that I have to conquer because they don't know me, right? For example, this is the first time that I do something in English. I never speak in English. Even in my videos, I always in Spanish. So I want to get out of my comfort zone right now, and I want to go for different niche.
Get in front of new
Yeah,
audiences and
yeah,
new
new
people.
audiences, right?
Yeah, that's good. That's big. I'm curious, how do you collab with, like, how do you approach a collab? Let's say there's a specific artist or a specific person you want to collab with. How do you approach that person?
Well, at the beginning, it was very hard because when you're starting a brand, and that's something that maybe is gonna help people to understand. When you're starting a brand, no one going to want to collab with you. Like no artist, nobody. Even when you have the money, sometimes it's not about the money. It's about the money and about the prestige or what you're gonna put on the name of the artist, right? So right now at this point, the artists, they look for me. They call me or they hit me up on Instagram. Right
They're
now,
coming to you.
yeah. Right now we have an upcoming collaboration on October. We're gonna be at Complex. We're gonna be at ComplexCom in Vegas, and I'm gonna try to show on live how a drop works for me. So people that don't know me, they're gonna be able to see what I do, and they're gonna see the products and everything on live. And I'm gonna do a collab with Anuel. He's a reggaeton artist, and so that collab basically happens because Nathanael Cano, Anuel was on the house of Nathanael Cano, and Nathanael Cano sit me and sit Anuel, and he was like, make business. So yeah,
Damn.
like things right now, things just happen like organically.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you ever partnered with like a bigger name professional athlete?
No, never. Well,
Like an NBA player?
that will be super cool. I
Yeah.
will be down to do something like that for
Yeah.
sure. Right now, I made the only artist that I made different artist is Rich the Kid. You know that Rich the Kid, he's a rap singer, and I made a collab with him, and now someone is getting me Gervonta Davis to make a collab with him.
Fuck yeah.
Gervonta
Dude, that's
Davis
dope,
too.
man. Yeah.
So
Oh, Vontae Davis, the football player?
No, the
Boxer.
boxer.
Got it.
Yeah, boxer. Yeah.
Got it.
So yeah, definitely. I think that
What
I
about Ryan
could.
Garcia, boxer? That would be a good
That
name.
will be that will be a good name. I don't know how to get to him, but that would be cool.
He follows me on Instagram. I met him. I want to get him on a podcast too.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
maybe I can connect you guys.
Yeah, let's do a clip. This clip, Ryan. If you look, if you
Yeah.
see in this clip,
Yeah.
hey, let's do something.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, yeah, of course. I think that can take us to different market or different audience.
Yeah.
The collabs,
Totally.
for sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
We got to get you in the yacht game too, bro.
Yeah.
We got to get you in the yacht game.
Of course.
The car game is cool, but the yacht game is like it's a whole different like room. It's a whole different networking opportunity. But you already got all the cars, so it's like, what's the next level?
Yeah.
Go get a nice yacht, bro. Because then you could use that as a platform also to start attracting like bigger name folks to collab with.
Yeah, of course.
And you guys can do your drop party on the yacht.
Yeah, that will be super fun.
Yeah,
that will be super fun.
So I want to dive back into the drop thing, because this is kind of a unique thing for me. So you've made $1.3 million in 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
With an online party. You did a live stream party, and you did $1.3 million in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
It was funny and super crazy. So I was with my brother. One day I was with my brother, and then I told him, you know what, for this next drop, because we had the name, we had Nathanael Cano name, right? Which is a big name, and that's cool. But I mean, like, he's an artist, but also from the brand, you have to put effort on what you're doing so you can really get the name into it, and you really make your part and make it bigger. So I was telling my brother, what if we make a party, like a release party, and just to announce the drop and everything? And what if we open the website like randomly, like in the stream, like I just say, like, you know what, I'm gonna open the website and blah, blah, you just have 5 minutes. You just have 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. And then I told him, like, you know what, I'm gonna get artists to play on the stream. Let's get streamers, let's get everything. And I remember that I make like a couple of streamers. I put together one stream that used to be on Mexico all the time, and one stream that is from here, from US. So I made like the joint,
It's
like
2 artists.
Yeah, like streamers, like Kick streamers, like Twitch streamers.
Oh,
and I put them together, right? And then I get artists to play on the stream. And so basically what I made, it was like the streaming got to 100,000 viewers on live.
Okay.
So
that's a lot on live.
That's a lot of people, right? And then we were doing the party and everything. And
what platform primarily was this on? YouTube?
No, Kick and Twitch.
Kick and Twitch. Okay.
Both are streaming platforms.
Got it.
And then I was on the middle of the stream, very hype up. Like, it was more than 100,000 viewers for sure. I remember that one of those guys has 90 something, and the other one has like 40. So it was more than 1,000 viewers. I remember. And then I was like, you know what? Let's open the website in front of all these people, and I'm gonna open the website. I'm gonna go crazy. Just 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just go and get your stuff. And I opened the website, and within 3 minutes, we get to $1.3 million.
Damn.
The website like crashed. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like, I was trying to refresh. In the second minute, I was trying to refresh, and nothing appears. I was like, oh shit, that something happens, right? And on the third minute, I do it like that, scroll down, boom, 1.270 something.
Damn.
Yeah, like.
And then the website that was it.
Yeah,
it went
out.
Yeah,
it went out.
If the website stayed up, you guys could have done a lot more, huh?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. And I closed the website because I was like, no, this is like crazy, right? Like, it was like an early access, just for people to make sure that they can get their.
And this was good for a big drop you were doing. This was like an exclusive early access.
Early access.
How much did you sell that half for?
We sold 5 different designs. One of those was the 1,000 units, 500 US dollars per unit. So we sold out that on the streaming. We sold out the 1,000 units, and then we made another 4 designs. And the cheapest one was like 70, and the expensive one was 130.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big, dude. When you do these the drops, so I'm just trying to think big picture. For someone listening to this, it's like, okay, that you get the design, then after that you're doing the testing on TikTok. If that goes well, then you're gonna do some sort of drop, and then you do a lot of marketing leading up to the drop.
Yeah. We put a lot of marketing.
A lot of marketing.
Yeah, we give away cars with.
You give away cars.
Yeah.
How do you do that promo?
The last drop, so our hats, you can scan our hats to verify that they are real, right? Or original merchandise. And then
because people try to rip off your hats,
they already do it.
Really?
Yeah, they already do it.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
they
how you know you
make
made it.
clones.
People trying to rip your
Right?
stuff off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I say. So yeah, basically you can scan them and see that they are OG, right? And then when you scan them for this drop, we made one scan. So for example, one design is gonna have a G-Wagon, G63, G-Wagon, and other hat has a trip to Japan, everything paid. Another one has a real because we have hats that we put gold-plated medals on them, pins, gold-plated pins, right? And we have one that we're gonna give to the people, but this real gold in diamonds. The hat has real gold and diamonds. And then we have, what was the other price? What, 3? Oh, motocross.
Motocross?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a bike.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So we made all these 4 prizes for the people, and I don't have winner yet because we just end shipping out all the hats, and we're waiting just to see who won the prizes.
Yeah.
I think we already have someone for the dirty bike.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope, dude.
Yeah.
So with the G-Wagon, how many people are going to enter to win that?
There is one.
Yeah,
there is one that you're gonna scan it and it's gonna appear on the app.
Got
it's
it.
gonna appear. You won.
Got it.
Because we have an app, an application.
And how? Yeah, got it. And they gotta buy a specific hat for that one. Is it like a special limited edition?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
The one that we have, one that has 3 crosses, but it's a metal pin with crosses and rhinestones.
And how many did you make of those?
I don't really.
That one you gotta almost make more, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Because it's a
G-Wagon and all that.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
But more people are gonna buy it just because they know they could potentially win.
No, a lot of people bought that hat.
You think the giveaway is more successful than doing like a big collab for the drop?
You know what? That I don't really make the promo around the giveaways that I make. I really do it because I feel like my people deserve it, right? So I don't really put promo on it. I don't really, I really put marketing. I don't know. It's kind of weird the way that I work, but because the marketing is me explaining things, like explaining the hat. Is for example, for this upcoming drop, we doing like a kind of like a series, like a rally or like a series where every single video is an episode. So I'm showing the people on that series that how is to launch a drop with me, like the process and everything. We made a video that I'm explaining basically the way that we're gonna do the drop. That video got almost 800,000 views on TikTok. So people likes, they like to see how the business works basically.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And you're giving a story for each hat.
Yeah.
Dude, the hat you got on right now looks dope, man. It's got all the diamonds
you.
in it. It's got the black. It's got the gold. And then you got the gold buttons on it.
Yeah.
What do you call those up top?
Oh, this the top button is like a star. It's a metallic top button, but it has like a 3D star on it.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
It's swaggy. It's got a little swag to it.
Yeah. We like to do things that you can combine with a cool outfit or whatever.
Yeah. So I know that you're into the watch game.
Yeah.
I know you're into the watch game. You were showing me a Richard Mille watch before we started recording.
Yeah.
That's worth $1 million.
Yeah, that worth $1 million.
What's the most you've ever spent on a watch?
I got a watch like a month or 2 months ago. It's a Richard Mille.
How much?
The skull. That one cost me $3 million.
Woo!
Yeah.
$3 million?
$3 million.
Damn. What kind of watch is that? What's the name of it?
It's a Richard Mille skull. That one, there is only 6 pieces in the world. And they already, I don't know where is one, but the other ones are, Post Malone has one. Post Malone, Sylvester Stallone, Canelo, the boxer, Pharrell Williams.
Damn.
I don't know the other guy because, I don't know if he's on sale. I don't know. And then Barbas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That puts you in the room, though.
Yeah.
That puts you in the room.
Yeah.
Maybe you do a collab with one of those names next.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, dude. With those types of watches, like with that one that you bought, you just dropped $3 million. With that watch, do you wear it?
Yeah, I wear it.
You wear it?
Yeah, of course. I it's like, for example, the cars, right? Like, obviously, for example, the McLaren Senna, it has only like 200 miles or something like that. I'm gonna drive it because the thing is that I use them for videos too. It's marketing purposes too, right? I use them for videos. I show the watches. I have a series that I make with my watch dealer where we make videos when I buy the watches, right?
Oh, really?
And those videos get like 14 million views.
Damn. On TikTok?
Yeah, like a lot of views. So I'm getting known for the watches too. So, and the cars and everything give a little plus on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm like, I'm gonna drive them, I'm gonna use them. At the end of the day,
It's almost like an
help
investment.
me. Yeah, exactly.
Because you go get that nice thing, or you go spend up to get the nice thing. It's like, well, one, you're gonna make more money as a product of it. It's gonna change your perspective, and then you're gonna get a lot more views on social media because of it. That's free marketing, right? And then you make more money as a function of it. Also, it will level up your network too. Gets you into different rooms as a conversation starter. So I think a lot of these luxuries that a lot of people think is like, oh, it's a waste of money. It's like, no, actually, it's an investment. There's an ROI on it if you do it the right way.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah, no, I use them as basically as a marketing. I use them for sell my character too. Like it's an investment for sure. And I don't see an investment where I say, like, if one day I sell them, I don't even think on selling them, to be honest. And not even the cars, to be honest. If I sell them, it's just because I traded for another expensive one.
Sure.
So I see my stuff, I see them just like for marketing purposes or like, because at the end of the day, everybody wants a Lambo. Everybody wants a watch, like it's just cool things,
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's pretty cool to show the people how to get them too.
Yeah, 100%. My man Barbas, dude, I appreciate you coming on the show, brother. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor hanging out and rapping with you, dude. Inspiring story. And we definitely got to connect. We'll get you out on the boat. We got to get you in the yacht game at some point. I got to get in the hat game and suggest all listeners, go check it out. Go check out my man, Alejandro Barbas. What's the website where they can get in touch and buy a hat?
It's www.elbarbashats.com.
Okay, and then where can the folks get in touch with you if they want to follow you on social media, all that stuff?
Yeah, on Instagram I appears like Soy El Barbas Hats. That's my personal one, and my brand is El Barbas Hats Official.
There it is. He's my man, El Barbas, Alejandro, also known as Barbas. I appreciate you coming on the show, my man. I'm Rich Summers. Listeners, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.